What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Wednesday evening's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. As always, I'm going to do my best to keep you as informed as we can during this international break. Today, we're going to be speaking about Alan Shearer and his opinion of what the Reds will, or should I say, won't win this season. We're going to be giving you some numbers from Julien Laurent, which really shows how poor Liverpool's effort was against Manchester City. We'll run through some transfer links and a few other bits and pieces as well, but as always, we want to know your thoughts. Feel free to let me know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it. And of course, I hope to see you back here tonight at 8:45, where we'll go through all of these stories and more in more detail. Right, let's get straight into it. So, Julien Laurent, and I mentioned this in the late video last night, he said, I know these numbers are out there already, but still, they're worth mentioning again. And he looks at the numbers and the effort and the distance covered by Manchester City players and Liverpool players in the game. And he said Manchester City ran 118 kilometres as a team on Sunday versus just over 109 kilometres from Liverpool. That's about 9 kilometres more. He went on to say it's the second highest difference between two Premier League teams this season after Manchester City versus Wolves. So that's how little the fight and work rate were there for that particular game. So it wasn't just your imagination. It wasn't just my imagination. We did put in less of a shift than we should have. Right, this one now, we're going to move on to a story about Raheem Sterling, because I just want to basically extend our best wishes to Raheem. And I know he left Liverpool in a way that we all probably weren't happy with, but his family have been the victim of another break-in on Saturday where he, his children and his family were there. Raheem was able to get his family outside when he went upstairs to confront the burglars. Second time this has happened to him. He's only 30 years of age, and as a father and as a parent, and I'm sure many of you watching will feel the same, it must have been extremely traumatising, and we wish Raheem and his family the best. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's shocking that it happened to him. So sincerely from all of us, glad to hear they're all safe and well done to Raheem for making sure that his missus and his kids were sent to safety and then gone up and confront them. Proper lad, well played. Right, Ben's Bochak. He said, just talking to LFC approved, and it seems like Liverpool's under-21s are playing with a back three. Now, this is very interesting because, as Ben says, kind of mused, and as I'm going to say as well, is this a surprise maybe that we'll see something after the international break with the senior team? Are we going to look towards a back three? We've had these conversations as fans on the nightly streams, and, you know, if you look at the fullbacks we brought in, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, you would see, ideally, in a back five system or three with five midfielders, they would be suited to the wing-back role. Now, I don't think we have enough centre-backs currently at the club to service the position, but maybe this is with a view to doing something in January. Now, we'll have more on the January window coming up tonight, but it's interesting to see. For what it's worth, I don't think we have enough of a centre-back depth at the minute to play with a back three. I know people say they can stick Robbo left side, but he ain't really a centre-back. So let's wait and see what happens. Is this maybe a little twist or tweak that Arna's going to make to try and get the best out of Wirtz, to try to accommodate Ekitike and Isak? Let me know your thoughts. But again, interesting observation there from Bentz. Right, Fabrizio Romano has said that Liverpool have not contacted the agent or representative of any other managers because there's absolutely no intention to change anything at the club. There remains full trust in Arne Slot from the players and from the club. Thoughts on that? It's understandable. He's won the league. You win the league, you get a bit of grace. Yes, this season has been up and down, but like I said on the stream last night, I've kind of just accepted at this point it's going to be a transitional season. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be angry and worked up when we lose games I think we should be doing better in, but it is what it is, you know, crying about it, moaning about it, getting upset about it. It isn't going to change it. All we can hope for now is a good FA Cup run and go deep in the Champions League. And if it clicks for us at the latter point of the season or the second half of the season, who knows? We could go all the way in either competition. Next season, though, there can be no excuses. We've got to be in a title race. And I don't think we're in a title race now, nor does a former player, but we'll get to that in a second. Also, Fabrizio Romano saying Liverpool keep believing Arne Slot is the right man for the job, is the right man to fix the situation, and is the right man to help this team perform after many signings, after many changes, after many different things compared to last season. And so Liverpool maintain their confidence in the manager. Let me know, though, what you guys are thinking. I'm still behind Arne. Those two wins against Villa and Real Madrid did, you know, ease my nerves a little bit. We were so far off it against Man City, though, that again, and I've said this quite a bit this season, I'm expecting a response against Forest after the international break. So another weird stat that's out there now around Liverpool is Liverpool's incredible goal-scoring run ends 11 games shy of Arsenal's record in the 2001-2002 season. Liverpool went 44 consecutive games scoring a goal in it, and with Virgil's goal being ruled out, cheers for that, Michael Oliver, and of course Howard Webb for coming on and so eloquently. Yeah, of course he didn't eloquently explain it, he just made excuses. But anyway, Liverpool 11 goals shy of that record that Arsenal had at 55, so I guess we're going to have to start again. Fabrizio Romano said, I think Liverpool is going to be very quiet in the January window. In the summer, it can be different. This worries me, and we'll talk about it far more tonight in the late night agenda, but it worries me because we can't be quiet. We need a centre-back in January. It is, I think, a necessity if we really want to challenge for the Champions League or anything this season. If we pick up an injury, we are absolutely screwed. So I hope that Liverpool dip their toes in the market. But if Romano's right, could be a quiet January coming up. This from Fabrizio, not from Fabrizio Romano, from the Anfield Agenda account, surprisingly enough. And it is about Hugo Ekitike being given some advice from Ibrahim Konate. He said, I looked at him and said, this is Konate to Ekitike, do you want to call up to the France national team or what? Then I leave. 1 minute later, he's in the gym. Ibrahim Konate on how he got Ekitike to do more gym work. I don't know, whatever works, lads, whatever you can do to motivate each other to get better performances, crack on, whether it's more gym work, doesn't matter to me. At least you're doing the right things and trying to make things happen. Fabrizio Romano, see, I did have another Romano story here for you, said it is very unlikely Liverpool sign Antoine Semenyo in January. Didn't say impossible, but he said it is very unlikely that Liverpool sign Antoine Semenyo in January. There was that Indy Kayla story that said Antoine Semenyo had requested to move in January, which I always found far-fetched because he only signed a new contract in the summer. So I think that 1 season minimum was probably about right. Another story here coming out of Italy from Gazzetta Italia said Liverpool are interested in signing Serge Gnabry on a free transfer whose contract with Bayern comes to an end in June 2026. I'm not sure that Serge Gnabry will be a good fit for Liverpool, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you think differently, and if you do, let me know in the comment section. Right, now, you're probably wondering, Craig, when are you going to get to the part about winning nothing as the stream or the video title? Well, here we are right now, and it's Alan Shearer speaking with Betfair and talking about Liverpool this season, what he's seen and what he thinks is possible. He said if Liverpool continue to play like they did against Manchester City, then they won't win anything. They'll get dumped out of whatever competitions they're in. They've got the FA Cup and the Champions League, but do I think the league's gone for them now? They've lost 5 games. I don't see them being in a title race now. I think they would have to probably win every single game between now and the end of the season. I don't think that's possible. So I think their title race is done. It's the Champions League or the FA Cup for Liverpool, but they won't win any of those unless they improve anyway. And I can't really argue with them. He's not wrong. I've said this. If we play like we did against City, we're not winning anything. There does have to be big improvements, and that's why I'm hoping that we can get this team to click for the second half of the season when the knockout stage of the Champions League comes around. With the FA Cup, look, you're down to what draw you get, whether you're home or you're away, and it's a toss of a coin anyway in a cup competition. This is why I was so annoyed that we basically threw away the League Cup, because we've only got 4 trophies to play for every year. We're probably out of 1, which I agree with Shearer on. I don't think we're in a title race. I don't think it would be fair to talk about a title race 8 points behind the leaders and 4 points behind City. So that's where I'm at. But of course, we want to know your thoughts on everything that I've spoken about in this video. Hope to see you here tonight at 8:45. We had a really good fun stream last night. Hoping for another one tonight. And as always, thank you for your support. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.